We love that LifeWave is available in 80 different countries around the world. My name is Renita Brannon. I'm an SPD elite with LifeWave. We absolutely love LifeWave. I'm just going to tell you, why do we love it? It's miracles. It's people experiencing explosive growth with their finances. It's people experiencing miracles that they never had with their healthcare system, and they're experiencing it now with the power of the X39 patch. And tonight we have a very, very special guest on. I'm so excited for you guys to be on tonight. We've got great testimonies. Many of you know about Crystal and her beautiful father. She's going to be contributing a little later on this evening. First off, we're going to have our great friend, Nikki, who actually is so amazing. She just won the free trip to Punta Mita. Many of you on here tonight, congratulations. You were the trip earners. In fact, if you missed last night's meeting with Sherry McCants, how many of you missed last night's meeting with Sherry McCants and Matt McCants and Jaime? That meeting is recorded and it's actually pinned in LifeWave Wellness Warriors Facebook group. So if you're not in that group yet, make sure you join LifeWave Wellness Warriors. Put on there who invited you, put on there who your upline sponsor is, because last night's meeting, I had a text message from someone who's been in network marketing for 40 years. And they said to me, Renita, that was the best meeting I've ever been on in my entire life. I mean, can you imagine? The best meeting they had ever been on in their entire life. That's what they texted me. And so they said the testimonies, the authenticity of everybody that was on, sharing their goals, sharing their dreams, sharing what had happened was just so incredible. So if you missed last night's meeting with Sherry McCants and Jaime and Matt McCants, that meeting is recorded and it's in LifeWave Wellness Warriors. You just go to LifeWave Wellness Warriors. That's our Facebook group. Click on featured, say it out loud, featured. And that is where you're going to find the recording of last night's meeting. Now tonight, we have a very special guest on. Her name is Nikki. Nikki Brown is amazing. She's down on 30A, the place that I long to be. She's a nurse. She's a mother. She's a child of the Most High God. She loves Jesus. I love that. But in addition to that, she is a warrior for truth and health freedom. Let me just say that, because being a nurse was not so easy in the last 6 years. How many of you realize that? If you're a nurse on here, thank you. Thank you for your contribution and for serving and loving others. But being a nurse is not the easiest place to be, you know, during the pandemic, right? So she had some decisions to make, but Nikki's an awesome woman of God, an awesome mom, an awesome just health advocate. She loves health. And best part, her and her husband, Sam, just won the free trip to Punta Mita. So they were down there with us in Punta Mita. Let me see, Nikki, if I can make you a host, because I want Nikki to be able to share her screen with all of you and share her story. Now, again, we're going to get to Crystal Brown in a few minutes, because Crystal has an amazing testimony. Many of you have watched the transformation with her 96-year-old dad, who is busting out of hospice. How many of you want family members that are busting out of the nursing homes? Raise your hand. If you want that, you're at the right place with the right time with the right people, definitely. But Nikki is so amazing. Let me see, Nikki. Let me see if I can find you to make you a co-host. I think I got you. Nikki, are you there?
I'm here. Y'all are gonna have to bear with me. I'm like at this event. I'm sorry if the lighting's terrible and my car light may just like go off and then I'll make it come back on. But we'll be fine. Can y'all see me okay?
We can. You're amazing. And the reason I
Okay,
asked
good.
Nikki to be on, you guys, she was on today with the most incredible human being. He's a young man who is literally dealing with, you can tell the story about this gentleman, and a competing athlete. So if you're an athlete on here, praise the Lord, better, faster, stronger, and sleeping better, which all athletes need, right? But Nikki, you can go ahead and share a little bit about today and then just take it away. This is Nikki Brown, child of the Most High God. She's an RN, a nurse, a lover of health, you guys. She wants people to have health freedom and the ability to choose what they do with their health. She's a beautiful mother of amazing children. She'll explain that in a second. She's wife to Sam, who's amazing as well. He's a church pastor leader. He leads worship. He sent me a picture on Easter. He was leading Easter worship at 6:30 a.m. on the beach. Who wants to be on the beach worshiping Jesus at 6:30 a.m. on Easter besides me? Come on, Sam. Anyway, so that's her
Come
husband.
on down, y'all.
Come on. We're down with them in 30A. We got to know them. We fell in love with this couple. Of course, they were in Punta Mita. They won the free trip. They only started their business in October, but Nikki is just a plethora of knowledge when it comes to natural health and healing. So, Nikki, I'm just gonna let you take it away. I think I made you the host.
Okay. Awesome. Awesome. Well, hey, good evening, you guys. My name is Nikki Brown, like she said, and just to talk a little bit about the meeting today. So I have 4 kiddos, and my second son was born at 25 weeks, and he had a grade 4 brain bleed, which is like a massive stroke, and spent the first 4 months of his life in the NICU. And then, just as he was aging, we realized that he had cerebral palsy, and then, the other different diagnoses keep coming up just because of the trauma to his brain. But fast forward to today, or like this year, we got to go skiing, and the National Ability Center in Utah is incredible for kids and anyone actually that has disabilities. They make it possible and accessible for kids and people with different disabilities to ski. I remember like blind people, like all kinds of things, people without legs, like it's crazy. It's amazing. But Gabe was there skiing, and one day the lady said, "Hey, I have a friend that's actually like a skier with CP. He's an amazing athlete." And so she told Logan about Gabe, and he came out. A uh, he's a Paralympic skier. He is a speed skier. His family, he was growing up and he like could hardly walk, and his family would always go skiing. And he was like, I want to do that. And they were kind of like, well, buddy, like you can't, like, you can't do this. And man, has he ever proved them wrong. His name is Logan Knowles, and he is just going to keep on doing incredible things. But anyways, he skied that whole day with my son, came, had meals with us, came, had dinner with us, like just an incredible person. And we're just so honored to have him with us. So anyways, we're hoping that he's starting some other businesses where LifeWave would absolutely complement what he's going to be doing in the physical therapy space. So more to come on that. But anyways, I'm just going to keep talking with you guys. I think I have the opportunity to share my screen. So I'm going to jump on here and share with you guys my screen and start a little presentation. Can you guys see that and hear me?
Perfectly.
Did you want me to
Amazing.
show the video of the one that
No,
we showed Logan?
we'll
No.
show that after you go to your
Okay.
Bible study. How about that?
Perfect. Okay. Well, anyways, a question that we have for you, is, have you been patched? You are going to hear a lot about this. You're going to start seeing it around, and it's a really good question to ask if you want to see your body function the best that it can to be, healing, restoring, active to the highest degree that you can get your body. You're going to want to know more about these patches. So that's another video, but we can show it later. So all LifeWave patches that you're going to hear about from us are free from drugs, chemicals, stimulants. There's absolutely nothing going into your body except for your own body's light. So this is clean. It's incredible. We do not claim to cure or treat any specific diseases. But this is what you would get if you were to order a sleeve of X39. Do you see that? That's a sleeve is what we call it. And there's 30 patches in that. They're $150 to purchase one-time order, or you can get the benefit of ordering at a wholesale cost, which we'll tell you more about. But the way I got into this was I had some friends that were praying with me. I do ministry things on the side, and my sister, my amazing sister, who's crazy as all get out, she wanted to do the Great World's Race, which is 7 marathons in 7 continents in 7 consecutive days. So she had to train for this for a long time. And during her training, she got injured and was telling me that her calf was hurting and she just had to slow it down. And so my friends, I said, hey, let's pray for my sister. And so one of them happened to be a LifeWave brand partner and said, look, I think you should try these on your sister. That's called Ice Wave. It'll help with pain, whatever. You should get her to try it. And, I have a busy life, a full schedule. I didn't think much of it, took them, gave them to my sister, and that was it. Just kept going. Well, we work in a retreat ministry together, and we had a retreat one weekend, and that weekend, I was with them. I was worried I wasn't going to sleep. I was struggling to get a message together and all this stuff. And they patched me a couple more times, and I had amazing results from these patches. And I have something called MTHFR gene mutation. So I'm really sensitive to things. I don't detox things very well. So even something like melatonin, I can't really take and enjoy because I get a headache. I don't feel good. Like, so for me to have sleep benefits without putting any drugs in my system and to be clean and refreshed and like awake the next day was amazing for me. So I started to like really wonder about this. I want to know the nitty-gritty science. I like to ask the questions. I like to understand it. I did the deep dive and started watching all the David Schmidt videos and got on a call with Anita. But anyways, long story short, my sister called me and said, "Hey, look, I can't train anymore. I've done something. It's just I have to stop." And this was like maybe 3 or 4 weeks before the race. And I was like, I mean, you're running 7 marathons in 7 days. Like you have to keep training. So I was like, you need to get those patches, put them on your leg. And I was like, if you feel better, I'm going all in. I'm doing the whole package. Because in my mind, I'm thinking of all the other people that I know that could benefit from healing and have MS and Parkinson's and all these other different issues. I'm like, we gotta go big or go home. And sure enough, she called me the next day and she was like, "Nikki, my pain has completely gone away." And mind you, she'd been taking Aleve and Tylenol and icing it and doing all these other therapies, massages, everything. So, anyways, I was amazed and jumped in, but that is just like a small part of her healing story because it wasn't until she came back from the race that we really were just absolutely mind blown. So, you can see my precious sister here with her daughter. On the seventh race, she ended up having to walk it. She like walked it in flip-flops because she was just so wrecked at this point. And on the trip, she didn't have her patches. Their luggage was everywhere. They didn't know what day or night it was. And so anyways, she didn't get to wear her patches like she should have when she was racing. So when she got to the last race, you can see her foot is so swollen. She's huge and puffy. She had rhabdo, she had an Achilles injury, super edema. She got a norovirus on top of that trying to get home. And so one of her friends was like, we're flying you home in our private jet or whatever. So she got flown home, got off the plane in a wheelchair and was taken straight to an orthopedic doctor who said, "Look, like you've injured your foot. You're going to need to be off it for like it's, 6 to 8 weeks. Plan on wearing this brace, take it easy, all the stuff." So I meet her at her house and I'm like, "Here we go. Let's get the patches on." And I just start patching her up. And the next day she was walking. On day 4, she had a beach workout with us. I know it's crazy. Like this cannot happen. This happened, but it cannot happen, but it happened. So it's a miracle. And then within 6 days, she ran. You can see it was a turkey trot. Oh, hold on, give me a second.
We see
Whoop,
it. We
there
see
we
it. We see the
go.
turkey trot. We see the turkey
Um,
trot.
so that was 6 days later. She ran a 1 mile fun run with us. And so I was a dancer. I injured my Achilles in my 20s. And I definitely didn't do as much as she did. I was just kind of running like 1 mile. So I know that is an injury that doesn't get a lot of blood flow. It just normally cannot recover and repair this way. So it was absolutely incredible. And we just knew we had our hands on something really special. But the question just kept on going as we shared, like, who in your life needs a miracle? This is my mother-in-law, and my mom. They both were taking 4 Aleve every day to get out of bed, to walk. They were miserable and in pain. Neither of them take medication anymore. They're just wearing their X39. This is my precious son, Gabe, who has CP. He has so much more brain function. I don't know how to explain it other than so like I homeschool him. He has ADHD, dyslexia, dysgraphia, dyscalculia. Everything is a little bit challenging for him. And so organizing his thoughts and doing things in a sequence and saying, A, B, C, D has been really challenging for him this year until he started wearing the X39. And I kid you not, the kid is like getting up, making elaborate omelet meals with like sauteing meat and vegetables and making smoothies. And he's motivated and going into the room and doing his work by himself, which these were not things that he was capable of before this. So these are just a few. I mean, you can see the list of people. I could really go on for a long time, but they're just amazing. I want to tell you more stories, but I got to keep going.
Oh, well, you can tell two more. Tell two
Two
more.
more.
Come on, Nikki. We want to hear them.
Okay, so my girlfriend Alexis had to have her thyroid taken out, and That wreaks havoc on your body. And one of the things, she's my age, so like early 40s, one of the things that she was having an issue with was her memory. She said, I can't remember things, to the point that she was very self-conscious about it. When she would be with people, she felt like they were laughing, or she missed something, or she didn't catch like the joke. Like her memory was not there. And it made her really self-conscious and kind of anxious. And she's a very outgoing, confident woman. So this was like really weird for her to tell me this. And so, but she got me after she'd been wearing the patch for 3 months, and she said, Nikki, I'm remembering things like you don't understand how significant it is. This is. She got into an argument with my boyfriend, and he said, she was like, no, I remember, and so it's just like huge. That's such a huge gift to like gain back your memory. In your 40s, right? That's something that we want to have and function with. Our friend Nathan, he lost his daughter to terminal cancer and has just been through a really hard time. And he was wearing the patch. He just trusted us and gave it a shot. And he called and he said, so does it mean anything that I've like had the best day that I've had in like 5 years? And we're like, yeah, that's the patch. Like that's the magic of this patch, just to heal and bring balance to your body and your brain. Inflammation is really what's wreaking havoc on a lot of our bodies. Inflammation is good to a degree, but chronic excessive inflammation of multiple body systems really taxes us, and it affects our brains and our mental capacity and our presence and our relationships. And so just to hear things like that is incredible. That was really what I noticed for me personally. I was having symptoms of like PTSD and low motivation every afternoon at 3 o'clock. I was ready to call it a day. Just depressed, not myself. I'm a very go-getter, like full of life kind of person, like you see right now. And I was like not myself. And my husband was like, I guess this is just what happens when women turn 40. So he feels like he's got his wife back. My kids feel like they got their mom back, and I'm just alive and thriving and living big. So, anyways, those are some more stories.
I feel like
This
we
is
need
one
to
of my
clap. You guys want to clap?
I can
Everybody
say a lot
clap.
really fast.
It's so
Thanks,
good.
guys.
So good,
You're
Nikki.
awesome. So
We
this is
love
a
you.
local friend who had melasma. Collagen is one of the things that the patches increase, and you can just see even her skin tone evening out so much after wearing the patch, and a lot of acne and issues she was having going away. My slide messed up with this one, Renita. I'm sorry. It's
It's
Renita's
okay.
amazing mom.
Well, let me just chime in here. Mom
Yeah.
went back to the doctor today because many of you know on Facebook she tripped on a rug and broke her hip. What now? A month ago, and we went back to the doctor today. He said, "Oh my goodness," he said, "Your mother can walk all she wants. She's 100% weight bearing." He did the range of motion test every single direction. He said, "I've never seen." Scott was in the room with me. I brought Scott along so that I could have a secondary person to hear what I heard. He said, I've never seen this healing so fast. He said, your mom is doing absolutely incredible for her age, for her injury, for her surgery that she had. He said, Renita, he said, she is 100% open to do all things. And I was like, there you go, baby. There you go. He showed us the x-ray on the screen. The bones looked awesome. Everything looked awesome. I think they were in utter awe. He said, people, mom's age do not, she's 79, do not heal like that. And he said, wow, 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 go for it. I said, well, she's been walking for about a week without your consent. So we've been trying to hold her down, but it's been getting hard. And he said, let her go.
Amazing.
I said, perfect. And so, you guys,
Yeah.
my mom is a healing machine. She was diagnosed with Parkinson's 9 years ago. Her gait came back, her voice came back, her bone density came back. She gained 20 pounds of muscle. Hello, muscle for the hustle. Her mouth, her teeth came back, her eyes came back. The doctor said there's no more macular degeneration folds. So we can go on, Nikki, just about my mom, right? Because it's just so profound. And now she's on the healing journey of this hip. And tonight I got there. I said, Mom, are you ready to walk to the bathroom? She said, I am. She got up. She's using the walker right now because we don't want to let her loose because we feel like she'll sprint. So we got to slow her down slightly. So I said, Mom, just use the walker, for the next week to kind of get your sea legs back because you haven't been using those legs. But wow, you guys, the healing that's happening with our loved ones is absolutely miraculous. It's absolutely miraculous. So Nikki, thanks for sharing that slide. Oh, where did Nikki go? Nikki, are you there? Nikki dropped off. Hopefully she comes back, you guys. So she's got this great testimony of all of her family members, of Gabe, her son. When I met Gabe, I'm just going to say this until Nikki joins us again. He has cerebral palsy, like she mentioned. His arm was kind of stuck like this. And when I met Gabe, he said, Renita, since I've been wearing the patch, I've been able to do this. And he was so proud of himself. He said, because typically he said, I have no range of motion with my upper body, especially this arm at all. And he was showing me what he was able to do with his cerebral palsy, you guys. And so I'm telling you what, this is a miracle blessing for so many people that are on board, that are taking control of their health, that are taking back their power with their health. I'm going to give the pin back to Nikki. Go, Nikki.
Hey, I'm so sorry. My internet's shoddy
We
here
got
too,
ya.
but
We got ya.
I don't know if I'm able to share again.
Try.
Okay, I think you just have to turn it on again.
Oh, let
I
me
got
help you
kicked
again.
out.
Yeah. Let me just make you the host again, and then you should be able to do that. Let's see. Nikki, let's see if we'll do it. Reclaim. No. I think you can. Can you try?
Okay, let's see. When I say share, it says the host isn't allowing sharing for the meeting.
Okay, let me try it one more time. I want you to be able to share because you have such great things. Keep talking, and if not,
Okay.
I'll share.
Okay, no worries. So yeah, we also talk about how it is amazing for peak performance and for athletes. So it's not just for aging people, although that's amazing, and we're all moving in that direction, right? So no matter what, we all benefit from it for that. But Renita's boys are all just like ripped and shredded to pieces. They've had a huge breakthrough. Her son, Bo, in his D1 running, he was having kind of a hard year in 2020, and I'm telling her stories, but I do
No,
that
go
because it's
ahead.
so incredible. So he had issues with his feet, and his feet were bleeding. It was COVID. There was just some struggling issues, and she said, "Look, Bo, you gotta wear this. It's gonna be amazing." And sure enough, he started wearing the patch, and he beat his personal record multiple times. So much so that the D1 people that monitor the sport were like, okay, we are gonna random drug test this kid multiple times because they
Right.
were like, surely something is going on. And really, he's just wearing the patches, and he's
Yeah.
not even taking, they were medicating all these athletes with so much Aleve and ibuprofen to try and help with inflammation, and it makes them sick and it gives them ulcers and horrible. So here's Bo, like, not taking any of that and doing better than he's ever done. So these are just incredible testimonies. We're part of a global health movement, you guys. The phototherapy is reaching even into RFK. We're making America healthy again, and you guys can be a part of this incredible story. So where it all started is with David Schmidt. He is the CEO and inventor of the X39. He now has, hold on, I'm coming back. He now has over 200 patents, which is pretty remarkable. If you know anything about patents, they are not easy to get. And if you have a patent, it absolutely has to prove that it does what it says it's going to do. So he has over 200 patents. This is a patented technology. And he wants to specialize in age reversing. So in 2008, he focused all of his attention on stem cells. So he spent 10 years and $4.5 million making this incredible patch. So do you guys know a lot about stem cells? I'm sure you've heard something about it. For those of you who don't know, stem cells are incredible because they are the only cell that can become any other cell in your body. It is the first cell that we were when we were created in the womb, and we can differentiate. A stem cell can become a cardiac tissue, it can become muscle tissue, it can become bone tissue, it can become whatever the body is calling out for and needing it to become. And so stem cells are the number one indicator for wellness, and it's correlated to the number of adult stem cells that are in our bloodstream. So as we age, we all have naturally a decline in our stem cells. You can see teenagers have an insane amount of stem cells, and by age 30, this number's dropped to 400 million. That's a 60% reduction, and it goes on and on from there. So to be able to increase our stem cells, not taking an exogenous form, which would be someone else's stem cells from some other way or some other tissue, like from another person, our own tissue, our own stem cells are being proliferated and made well and active in our bodies again. So the fewer stem cells you have, the faster you age and the slower you heal. Well, I know, like thinking about Pearl, I've heard so many stories where someone falls and break their hip, and that's it. That was it. But not for Pearl, not for people wearing the patch that have
Well,
the
let me just say
opportunity
this.
for
I
their
said to the guy,
body.
how much, let me say this is Nikki. I said, how much PT is my mom going to get? Can we, because she hasn't really walked for 24 days because you told her not to. Can we put like a big harness thing on, hook it to a treadmill, put it at 1 mile per hour and get her going? I said, we're going to need this 3 to 4 times a week. I mean, I should run the whole damn system because the system is so broken. The guy goes, I think we can get her 1 PT a week. I'm like, listen.
Eighth graders wear yellow and gold.
Well, she's gonna need a lot more than that.
Oh.
Robin, let me unmute Robin. Robin, unmute yourself. Or mute yourself, I should say. Robin Yamamoto. But make sure you're muting yourself if you're on tonight. But the bottom line is my mom needs 3 to 4 times a week, right? To retrain the brain, the neural patterns to walk again. That's the goal, is to get her to walk again perfectly. And so, Robin, mute yourself, Robin Yamamoto, you beautiful woman of God. Anyway, the point is, I said to the doctor today, as I was sitting in the room, listen, one's not going to work for me. We're going to need at least 3 times a week of the PT to retrain the brain. And he kind of laughed at me. I said, I'm not kidding. I said, you can cancel all the other appointments. We just need the PT to get her walking again. That's what we're looking for, right, guys? So the bottom line is, if you're on here tonight, I'm telling you, if you're at the mercy of the system, let me mute Robin Yamamoto. Hang on. I got to find Robin and mute this beautiful woman of God. She's like talking while she's working, while she's listening. Miss Robin, mute yourself. Anyway, the bottom line is my mom is a healing machine. And tonight I went over there before dinner and I said, Mom, let's go. We're walking to the bathroom.
Mother.
Oh my gosh, I can't mute Robin. Hey, Nikki, can you mute Robin? Because you're the host. I'm not the host anymore.
Oh, gosh. Let me see if I can do this. Hold
Robin
on.
Yamamoto, you're awesome, but you're done.
She's okay. Now she's muted. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. My bad.
No problem. My mom is a healing machine. And I'm telling you, when I went there tonight and she was walking to the bathroom and walking back, here's the woman that had literally hip surgery less than 2.5 weeks ago. The doctor said, it is not normal, your range of motion. It is not normal, your strength. He said, it is not normal when I'm looking at this x-ray. It is not normal. He said, but you know what? It's great, Pearl. He said, you're 100%, go for it. Let her walk, let her go. He said, just don't let her run quite yet. I said, okay, we'll try to hold her back, put the bridle on her, but we'll keep her under control. But the point is, you guys, is we have been patching relentlessly with X39 and X49, because we know X49 is for bone and blood flow. We know X39 is regenerating and reactivating that copper peptide, which is activating our stem cells. And of course, my mom is on no pain meds because she's on LifeWave, so nothing hurts, right? So when they get there and they're pulling out the staples out of her leg today, Scott was with her. My husband, Scott, he's such a gracious man of God, but Scott was with her and he said, Renita, she didn't even flinch. They just pulled those staples out like nothing. And I'm like, praise the Lord. And so we had LifeWave on her. She's wearing all the patches, you guys. The bottom line is, if you have a loved one that is trying to heal of anything, get them on the patch immediately. Do not hesitate. Like, run to them tonight, hug them and patch them. Go ahead, Nikki, take it back.
Yeah, it's not going to interfere with anything they're already doing. So they can still do what their medical team is telling them to do and put the patch on. So anyways, like we said, this is a patented technology, which means it does what it says it's going to do, or they would not approve the patent. And you can see right here in the patent, it says that the embodiments result in elevating a copper peptide, including the activation of stem cells, improvements in energy, elevation of antioxidants, and it goes on to say reduction in inflammation, management of pain, improvement in stamina, elevation of collagen production, and improved wound healing. It does what it says it does, or else it couldn't be approved with a patent. So this is incredible to have this. The GHKCU copper peptide that we're talking about was studied for like his entire life. Dr. Lauren Picard did research on this. And when we think of collagen production, we think of, skin, hair, nail, makeup, all that stuff, like rejuvenation, but it does so much more than that in the body. It fights pain. It helps with nerve outgrowth. It activates all kinds of genes, but it also blocks things in our body. We talk about 4,000 genes in our body being reset in just 3 days of wearing the patch. So that's resetting your body to function at a younger, healthier state and the state that it was designed to function in. It also has things that turn off cancers, metastatic genes. So this is incredible. I don't know if you have people with lung issues. We've heard tons of testimonies of people getting off of oxygen back to room air because of its healing of the tissue inside the lung. So this is a great book. You can buy this book on Amazon if you're interested in learning more about it. But that is what that GHKCU copper peptide does. And we've had multiple studies done. We're still doing studies. David Schmidt just came out with another study that said that inside of our white blood cells, it actually increases the mitochondria in some of the cells. That's like the powerhouse of the cell. Our white blood cells are what help us to heal and fight infection. And so that is just incredible. And he's just getting started. He loves doing research. He loves finding out more and more about what this magic patch is doing to people's bodies and how we're healing and repairing from them. So how do you wear the X39? It's really simple. You wear it for 12 hours a day. You take it off for 12 hours at night. You can stick it right back on the next day. Throw the patch away when you're done with it. It's about the size of a quarter. I have one on right here. I don't know if you can see it. But yeah, so drink plenty of water. We talk a lot about hydrating when you're wearing these. These are working on a cellular level. Your body needs hydration and water to do the activity that's doing in your cells. And we encourage you to take good electrolytes. So we have some salty friends that bring salt on vacation with us. I was eating salt with my girlfriends because you want your cell to be able to absorb that hydration. So how does it work? We talked about it. It's phototherapy to technology. So I'll tell you a little bit about what this means. If you were to watch one of those army movies where someone puts on the night vision goggles and they see the signatures of red light running around, they're giving off a near infrared light. They're emitting a wavelength of light. And so that's what we all do. We all emit a wavelength of light. And so just when you think about going in the sun, and a specific wavelength of light from the sun activates melanin in our skin so that we tan. This is what phototherapy is. You think of babies that have elevated bilirubin, so they put them under the phototherapy so it helps their jaundice go down because now their body they have a reaction to the different wavelengths of light that cause the bilirubin to come out of their system. You've probably heard of red light therapy. Again, a specific light wave is affecting our cells and causing different biochemical things to happen. So this is what this is. Literally, our light that's emitted from our body is catching a specific crystalline structure inside of the patch. It's nanocrystals, and that refracts light back to us at a very specific wavelength of light that produces the GHKC in our system. So there's no medication, there's no chemicals. It is literally a light from your body. So some people will say, do I need to be in the sun? Do I need to be? No, it's your own light. And so it's no more light than your body is emitting. So it's always gentle, it's always safe and non-invasive. Renita, I have to pass
You
it
gotta
off
go.
now to
Listen,
you
guys, listen,
because
she's
I'm
gotta
so
go.
sorry, guys. I
No,
haven't
everybody, I
finished.
want you to give it up for Nikki. She's got to get to Bible study. Praise the Lord that you can do this business from your car. She's showing you the topography map, which is people's brains getting better within 3 weeks of patching. I mean, went from red to no red in 3 weeks of patching, guys. Nikki, you can hop off. I want everyone to give Nikki a hand tonight. Nikki
Okay.
Brown. She's
Bye,
amazing,
guys. Thank
amazing
you.
nurse.
God bless
She's
y'all.
God bless you. Thank you for getting on, Nikki, and sharing your testimony. I'm going to take the power back here with just actually becoming the host again. So what I want to show you guys tonight, I am so excited. Hopefully that you guys are literally like taking back your power as we speak, saying, I want this patch. I need this patch. I need to reclaim my health. All the things that Nikki is talking about, from pain reduction to activating of stem cells to all of that. I pray that that is you, that you want that back. The next thing I want to do is I want to bring on another special guest. Her name is Crystal. And then we're going to get into the money portion of it for the next, probably, I would say 15 minutes. If you can bear with us, we're going to teach you how you can cash flow this thing out of the gates. I've got my dear friend Crystal on here. No, wait, Crystal, let me see if I can screen share. I want to show you guys Crystal. She was down in Punta Mita, Mexico with us, you guys. She was invited by her dear friend Danielle, who's an actual PA, I believe, or an NP. Is she an NP or a PA? I'm not sure. She's in the medical industry. And when you look at what this woman, Danielle, has done, she invited Crystal to come with her because Crystal has been actually just moving and grooving. And let me see if I can share this real quick. Here, Crystal, let me see if I can share the picture. Sharing is not turned on. Okay. Oh my gosh, am I not going to be able to share because Nikki did not make me the host before she left for Bible study. That's okay. The bottom line is if you go to my Facebook page and you just look at the very top post, it's Crystal jumping off 20 feet into the ocean. And Crystal, we hear so much about your beautiful, precious Father of God. He's your dad. He's 96. This guy, he's a lover of Jesus. He's a lover of John Deere tractors. And he loves you. But Crystal, listen, we've heard his story over and over because this guy is busting out of hospice, literally busting out of hospice. If you haven't followed Crystal, you need to get on and follow her on Facebook. She's amazing. Everything she posts about her father is absolutely inspiring and amazing. But Crystal has her own story to share about her healing journey. So I want to share that. Before I do that, in the comments, I want you to write, if you're brand new tonight, if you've never been on a Zoom meeting before, write the word new, comma, who invited you on here tonight? We're giving away prizes. We give away free patches for people who invite the most friends, guests, loved ones. I mean, only invite the people you love, guys. Come on. So get on the comments there, type new, comma, who invited you. We want to make sure that the winner gets a prize. But Crystal, you're pinned. I'm going to let you take it away with sharing your story about how this patch has changed not only your father's life, but your life, girl, your life. And you just got back from Punta Mita. You're on this free trip with your amazing husband. You guys had so much fun. And I was so inspired by you jumping into the ocean. By the way, Crystal jumping into the ocean inspired about 5 guys that were sitting on this catamaran that were thinking about it. And when they saw Crystal jump, they said, we're jumping into the ocean. So Crystal, you are an inspiration for all to see and hear. Tell them your story about what this patch has done, not only for your father, but for you, girl.
My goodness, thank you for inviting me on. And honestly, I thought I was going to be talking about Dad. I'm always prepared to talk about what it's done for him. I wasn't really prepared to talk about what it's done for me, but I do feel like I need to share it because it's been amazing. So, I've been taking care of my dad for the last, I guess, over a year now. And prior to that, about 2.5 years ago, I had a work-related incident, and it was a very, very traumatic event. And I mean, it's like all of life's stressors just hit me all at once. It was the work-related accident. My mother was in rehab at the same facility. And in this facility, it was a building I was in charge of. And we actually, I'll just tell it, there was a murder-suicide in my building that I was in charge of. And I was probably the second on the scene, I guess. And it was just not your normal day. It's not what you expect to happen at work. But at that same time, my mother was in rehab at the same facility, and we were having some issues there. She was eventually discharged, and she came home and went into hospice, and she died within a week. And so it was like stressor upon stressor. And it became way too much. I took a leave from work and basically was very depressed for 2 years. I sat around and watched paint dry on the wall. I mean, that was kind of my life. I was just having a really, really hard time. And of course, I tried medications and things like that, but I had just severe anxiety. and would jump at anything, you know, I mean, any sound would startle me. I mean, my nervous system was on overdrive and couldn't sleep, had to take heavy duty drugs to sleep. And that wasn't even rest. It was just, you know, knock you out for a few hours. But anyway, I was doing a little bit better and still taking care of my dad. And that's when his decline was going on as well. So it was just a lot on my plate. But when Danielle introduced me to these patches, I got them for dad, you know. I thought I was doing okay, but I started using them too. And honestly, within a couple of weeks, I started feeling better. I mean, I had a burst of energy. Like it felt like I was walking on a cloud or something. It was like a really big burst of energy just with using the X39. And I'm like, wow, there is something to this because I really was not functioning well. And, you know, that had never been my normal. You know, I'd never, you know, been that, you know, dealt with something like that. But so I kept using the patches. It kept getting better. My mind cleared. I could focus better. I was thinking more clearly and I got restful sleep. And and if you've ever had difficulty sleeping, you know how it affects every aspect of your body, you know, and every aspect of your life, really. Um, but you know, I just started feeling a lot better. And I feel like this has given me life. I mean, not only has it helped my health, I mean, I had gained a lot of weight. I really hadn't been eating any differently, but when I put the patch on, I've lost over 20 pounds and not really changing up anything that I'm doing. And it's like, I was at my dad's today cooking breakfast and he said, "Have you lost weight?" And I'm like, "Yes, I've lost weight." And but anyway, I didn't really realize how inflamed I was. I think it was all inflammation and it just like fell off. And I am so grateful for that because that was a big deal. So anyway, but it just keeps getting better and better. But not only has it helped my health and what it's done for dad has been just nothing short of a miracle, really, because I've never seen in my whole time in the medical field have I seen a 96-year-old man go from not being able to breathe on all that oxygen and morphine and all of that to being off oxygen in 99 days. I've never seen it. I mean, he didn't when we started patching, we gave him no more morphine, not one more dose. And I am so thankful for that. And he's clear. He's thinking we're both feeling better and we're both in better moods because we feel a lot better. And so it's really been wonderful. But aside from that, I mean, I had lost pretty much everything. I didn't go back to work. So I lost my income. And it's like, people that you think are there to support you, I don't know where they went. They're gone. And so you're doing it, you're trying to get through all this stuff by yourself, and it's been hard. But LifeWave has come in and given me a community of people who genuinely care. And I don't want to cry, but every time I think of it, I have so much gratitude for this community, and I will never leave this community because it's so good and it has given me life. I mean, I was pretty hopeless, you know. When you sit around and you're like staring at the wall all day, and my husband comes on, "What have you done today?" "Well, I've been sitting right here all day long." You know, there was no quality of life, none. So when I tell you it has saved my life, I really mean it has saved my life. And this is the first time I've really shared it publicly. And I don't really know how to put it into words, but I'm thankful for the community. And Renita, you have no idea how much you encouraged me at Punta Mita. Your words brought life to me. And I owe you so much because you know, and it made me think you never know what you say to someone that can turn things around. And jumping off that boat was, you know, that was a really big deal. And I thought I wanted to tuck and run, but I couldn't with, you know, you cheering me on. So it was great. And it was, for me, it was more than jumping off of a boat, although that was a big deal because I don't like heights, but I just felt like I needed to do it. And I did it, and I'm glad I did it. And it's just going to be jumping into this from here on out. And I want to help and serve as many people as I can because I don't want anybody to be stuck in a position like I was in. I just don't want that for anyone.
Right.
And I just love y'all so much, and I'm grateful for the community, and I can't wait to see. I mean, this is just blowing up. It's amazing. It's amazing. So anyway, that's my story.
Crystal, I love you. I can't get enough. I mean, you guys, come on. This woman is just an amazing woman of God, first of all, just caretaking her father, helping him get off the oxygen. What was he on? 6 liters a day. He's down to none. He's driving the John Deere tractor, mowing the lawn. I mean, they're kicking him out of hospice. He don't need the help anymore. He's actually healthier than the nurses now. And so this is where we're at, guys. I want to sob over here, Crystal, when I look at you and hear your story. I mean, I love you. Oh, God. I mean, I just,
I mean, I feel like this company has like thrown me a lifeline, and I'm just grabbing it and hanging on. And I'm gonna go with it.
God, we love her. Everyone clap for Crystal. I don't know what to do except for clap because I'm like, we're sobbing. Like, stop it, Renita. Pull yourself together. But you guys, here's the truth. I mean, when we were talking to Crystal, I mean, just give it up for everybody. Give it up for Crystal. I gotta pull myself together here. Wow. I'm actually good. I mean, I just got done exercising. I don't know what's going on over here, but we are blessed. We are blessed. When I saw Crystal on the ship, I said, I think you should jump into the ocean. I think you should do it. It's 20 feet. You can do it. She's like, I don't really swim. I said, use a life vest. Use a life vest. Their Lord actually showed me that she is instilling a spirit of courage in people. So sorry, I'm broken. Pull myself together. I'm not a crier. Ah. Pull yourself together, Renita. She is a courageous spirit. And if you saw her on that ship in Punta Mita, and Sharon McCants, being the great leader she is, she said, Crystal, you go, I'll go. And they both jumped into the ocean. And it was just so, if you go on my Facebook page, I'm so sorry, I can't even share with you guys because Nikki got off and she's the host. So I can't even overview the bit.
Renita, she made me the host too. I could maybe try it. I don't know why, because I
See if
think
you
I'm
can
still on
share
your.
Crystal's post on social media, but just seeing her jump into the ocean, there was 6 men that came up after Crystal and said, oh my God, watching this woman jump, I feel like I can jump. And I was like, oh my God, yes. And so all of a sudden, all these grown men were jumping because of Crystal was jumping into the ocean. I mean, you're thinking, why is this woman crying? Why is she so excited about jumping in the ocean? Because it proves confidence, it proves faith, it proves just taking her power back. It proves all of it, right? Because God is with us and God is in us. He's working through us. And he's working through Crystal, and I just know he's working through her mightily, that she's going to expound and expand to many territories around the globe. I believe that. The Lord showed me that with her, that I said to Scott, I'm a live wire, right? Crystal's like a librarian. Okay. She's like a librarian. Let me just say it. Okay. I love you, Crystal, but you're kind of like a librarian a little bit, right? You're not, you're not like a promoter. You're not like that person, And so when I see you leading the charge, first and foremost with yourself and your dad and him driving the John Deere and off the oxygen. I mean, I think I watched that video of your father 20 times. I'm addicted. I hope you're all addicted to miracles. If you're not, I pray you're addicted to miracles tonight, because that's what's happening with LifeWave. I mean, it's literally like we're watching people take back their power by believing they can. They're helping family members. They're helping loved ones. Crystal, you're such an inspiration. I can't say, Sherry, can you share? I can't share over here. I'm trying to share, but it doesn't work because Nikki's at Bible study. Praise the Lord. We're glad she's there.
I'll try. While I'm trying to do it, you keep talking, okay?
Anyway, the bottom line is, if you're on here tonight and this is your first meeting, wow, you are blessed. You are blessed and highly favored to be here. Make sure you talk to the person that invited you on this Zoom meeting tonight, because that person is your sponsor. They will help you get started at the wholesale price. Sherry, if you go to my Facebook page, you'll see Crystal at the top jumping into the water. I want to cry when I see the post, or you can just go to Crystal's as well. Whatever works the best. Pull down. There she is, you guys. There is Crystal. I mean, everybody just cheered for that. Crystal jumping from severe PTSD, mind-numbing depression, paralyzing anxiety. Wow, that took her to a dark time in life, to living life again and enjoying it. I mean, why is not everybody crying? Why am I the only baller in the room right now? What's wrong with everybody? Like, oh my God.
No, you're not the only one, sister.
Oh God, let this go from your head to your heart. When people say, in a world where we let the wrong things go from our head to our heart, the stupid things, the fear, the anxiety, the doubt, whatever, the shame, let the goodness of God and the goodness of God's ability to heal your body and the power of this X39 patch and LifeWave, let it go tonight from your head to your heart. Because when we got to start taking back our power and let the good things of God go from our head to our heart, that's where taking back our power begins. Not with the fear, not with the anxiety, with the jump, with the jumping in, like she did on that ocean that day. And Sherry McCants, I got to give it to you.
Well, I had no idea. It was actually her. She came up to me and she said, Sherry, I really want to jump, but I'm not going to do it unless you do. And I said, okay, let's do it. So,
and Sherry did it. And then Crystal did it. And watching this happen again, after she did it, there were 6 grown men that came up to me and said, because I saw those 2 women do it, I'm doing it. I'm jumping into the ocean. I'm jumping into the ocean. I'm jumping into the ocean with the whales. Here I go. And when we saw that, you guys, I mean, I just thought it's a prime example of who the sun sets free is free indeed. And God, I tell you what, 1 puts 1,000 to flight, but 2 puts 10,000 to flight. And Sherry and Crystal Welch that night, they put 10,000 to flight. Right. Yeah. And so I pray that over all of you tonight, that you're just put to flight. You're saying, you know what, this is it. I got to take back my power with my health. I'm done giving it away to the medical community. I'm done with the surgeries. We're thankful for mom's surgery, but we're really thankful for her healing, because now she's up and about and running around the house. I'm like, Mom, we got to put golf balls on your walker to slow you down, girl. Like, you can't.
Look how many people shared this.
Right? It's powerful, you guys. So if you haven't gone and watched this, it might be time for you to take the leap of faith tonight. So I want you to get back to the person that invited you on here tonight. They're your sponsor. That's her dad. Oh my God, the guy's age in reverse. He's 20 years younger. Look at the guy. He's on Facebook doing motivational speeches. We should be paying for this. If you haven't followed Crystal, you got to go follow her journey. Look at her dad. He's on the John Deere mowing the lawn. This is the guy that couldn't get off the oxygen tank, that was only awake an hour a day because he was in a hospice dying. Now he's on the John Deere, healthier than the nurses. Guys, we can't make this stuff up. This is the power of X39, right? He's doing push-ups on the counter. He calls it deep knee bends. I call it squats. I love her father. He calls it deep knee bends. He said, I'm doing deep knee bends, you guys. We all need to grab our counter and do deep knee bends in honor of her
You're
father. We need
shocking.
to do the push-ups in honor. We need to take the leap of faith and jump like Crystal did into LifeWave. So you guys, I'm not even going to talk about the money tonight. The money is real. People are making oodles of money. People are taking back their financial power. You know, we've been indoctrinated in the system where they told you that there's a pill for every ill, there's surgery for everything, and you got to be broken, poor, and paying to the federal government. And I'm here to tell you, it is power right now for you to take it back. You can say, I'm taking back my power.
Here we go. Here's her jump.
Here's her jump. Watch it. Watch what happens. She wasn't. Can you turn on the sound? The
I'll
sound is
see.
unbelievable. Can you
Can you
turn
hear it?
stop the share and then hit share sound and then do it again, Sherry.
Okay, so stop share. And then what?
Hit the picture on the right. When you go to hit the share button on hers, there's a button on the right that says share sound.
Oh,
you see it?
after I share it? Oh, wait.
No, before. It's on the right hand side of the screen. It'll say a check mark box. You got to X mark it that says share the sound. I can't even believe I don't even have the power of the meeting tonight. You guys all got the power. I'm just sitting over here weeping like a baby because I'm like,
Don't know where it's at.
Crystal, I love you, lady. Like, I mean, you are so. There it is. There's Crystal on the. Let's see if we can hear it. If not, just watch it. Just watch it.
It says audio call, video call. No,
That's fine. Don't do anything. Just let everybody watch it. This is Crystal.
Okay.
She's going to hang on to this thing. She's going to jump 20
Okay.
feet into the
Okay.
ocean. I didn't even do it. Okay. Crystal and Sherry McCants did it. Like, these guys are winners. And Sherry was like encouraging Crystal. You can do it. You can do it. We're all cheering. We're like, Crystal. And she was scared. I'm not going to lie. It was scary. It was high. It was
Yes,
20
well,
feet
wait
up.
till she says it.
Yeah, you
She'll
can't
turn
hear
around
it,
and
Sherry.
say it.
You can't hear it, but you can go on our Facebook pages and watch this. And she thinks about going. Look how she's going to go. We were going.
But look at,
3,
she'll say, I'm
2,
scared.
1. No,
Then
she can't do
goes,
it. No, she
she goes,
doesn't do it. Oh my God. She goes, what am I doing?
I'm
Oh, I'm
scared.
scared.
Saying I'm scared.
I'm scared. We put a patch. She had a patch behind her ear on the right side, an Eon patch behind her right ear. Oh, she goes. Are you kidding? This is so good, right? It's so powerful. So if you guys are ready to take the leap of faith, the leap of something brand new, something exciting, something adventuresome, something that's going to take back your power. Thank you, Sherry, for sharing.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, get back with the person that invited you on here tonight. That person is your sponsor. They love you. My God, they love you. That's why they invited you on here. They want you to win. Come on. All we do is win. Who on here tonight won the free trip to Punamita is going to win the next trip? I mean, just put win in the comments. We want to know if you're on here tonight and you want to win. If you've never won in your entire life, you're about to enter a season of winning. I mean, a season of winning where all you do is win. You win with your health. You win with serving. You win with other people, serving them to help with their health. You win the free trips around the world. You win the money. I mean, people are winning so big over here. Thousands, tens of thousands per week, guys. This is a big deal. I mean, I got to stop it because I don't even have access to show the 6 ways of earning, but I'm going to tell you, they're awesome. So get back with the person that invited you on here tonight. We have recorded Zooms. There's a 21-minute Zoom recording of all the wholesale packages and all the ways of earning. So if you're interested in that, get into LifeWave Wellness Warriors. That's our Facebook group, LifeWave Wellness Warriors. And on there, just go ahead and click on featured when you're in there. And there's going to be 3 great videos. One's 11 minutes, 12 minutes, and 21 minutes. The 21-minute video is all the 6 ways of earning. In addition to the starter packs, the wholesale packages, we want you saving money. I don't want anybody on here tonight paying retail. If you're paying retail, you're paying too much. We want you paying wholesale. Okay. So make sure you get on tonight and talk to who invited you on here. You guys, we love you. I'm a wreck over here. I'm a wreck over here. I couldn't pull myself together for a second. I was like, shut it off, Renita. Usually I'm pretty good at doing that, but I don't know. I'm kind of emotional. I'm so proud of you, Crystal. Like, I'm so proud of you. I want to cry again. Pull myself together. Because I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of your dad. So proud of you, who you are and what you're doing for others and how you're inspiring others. It is powerful. And I just am such a believer in the Lord Jesus, and I'm such a believer in people taking back their power by believing they can. And you not only live it, you demonstrated it by jumping off that boat that day in Punta Mita, and then 6 guys jumped after you, and they gave kudos to you for jumping first. And Sherry, you're such a great leader to go with her. I was, my hair's getting long, so when I jump in the water, it takes a long time to dry my hair now. I'm not used to it. I'm not gonna lie. And so I said, Sherry, I can't jump in the water because my hair's a wreck because it's growing out and it takes like 40 minutes to blow dry and fix. I'm not used to that. I'm used to it too. And so Sherry said, I'll do it. I'll do it after Matt, her husband, was diving and having so much fun with the boys diving. Sherry just said, you know what, Crystal, I'm going to go with you. Yep. How many of you are ready to go with the person that invited you on here? Get going, you guys. Take back your power. Reclaim your victory. It's your moment. It's your moment to get well. It's your moment for financial freedom. It's your moment to stand like Crystal did not in the sickness anymore. She's done with the sickness. The sickness is over. She's standing over here in the health victory. And now she's got her dad out mowing the lawn. Send him to North Dakota. I need my lawn mowed. He'd be great in a John Deere tractor. But the bottom line is the very best is yet to come. Believe it. Talk to who invited you on here tonight. We love you. If you're on here tonight, you're brand new, put the person who invited you. We want to make sure they get credit because we're giving away free patches for people that got on tonight that have the most guests. We want people winning. We believe in winning. Do you believe in winning? I want to know, do you believe in winning in a world that's taught you that's okay to lose? We believe in winning. We believe in winning with your health, winning with your finances, winning with your family, winning with your relationships. I listened to Tammy and Dustin Schilling, and they're like, this business has shaped our marriage. We're on a free trip to Punta Mita. We've never traveled together on that type of trip in 13, 15, 20 years. You guys, people are taking back their relationships. The joy of the Lord is our strength, and it's being restored here. I don't know if you saw my post today. I'm like, I believe in joy. I believe in joy. So if you believe in joy and you believe that the best is yet to come, make sure you talk to the person who invited you on here. They're your sponsor. Get started tonight. I'm sorry I'm a train wreck. Next time if you get on, I'll explain the money. I'm not able to do it tonight, but the money is huge. The money is huge. How many of you know the money is very big? Raise your hand, put in the comments. I know it. I know it. I know it. If you know that the ability to make money, we've got people making money in this business that never made money in any other network marketing company. I mean, maybe they made $200, $400. There's 4 days left of that patch promo where you're actually getting more money by helping people go manager and go director on your team. Okay, so if you're on here tonight and you're a builder and you say, I want to help people win physically, financially, all of it. I want it all. I always say my favorite word is and. A-N-D. I believe in and. I don't just believe in health without the money. I want health and wealth freedom. Who wants that? How many of you guys know when you're health and wealth freedom, you're not at the mercy of the federal government, what they're telling you to do. When you've got the money to push back and you've got the help, you're like, I'm not listening. Right? So for me, I'm all about freedom. And if you get to step into this company, you'll realize David Schmidt, our founder, loves the Lord Jesus. Meredith Berkrich, I love her. Our founder, our CEO, our president of our company loves freedom. So if you're here because you came for freedom tonight, you're at the right place at the right time with absolutely the right team and people. So I pray that you talked to invited you on here tonight, you guys. The very best is yet to come. Now remember, if you want to know the ways of making money and the different packages to get started with, we have a 21-minute video. It's in our Facebook group under featured. Talk to the person who invited you on here, and they will send that 21-minute video to you. You can watch it. Get started tonight. Don't wait another minute. Don't wait a second to take back your power. Don't wait another second. I'm telling you, take back your power like Crystal did. Crystal, I could just weep. I'm going to get off this and just cry. That's what I'm going to do. Because I love you, lady. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of your dad. Oh God, I love that. I love people helping their aging parents. How many of you guys love people helping their aging parents, their aging next door neighbor, their aging aunts and uncles, their aging friends? Come on, guys. We got to help those people take back their power. This is our moment. So anyway, I could talk all night about it. I'm a wreck. I got to get off. I got to blow my nose. This is too much for me. I mean, it started with Nikki. Nikki's amazing, right? She's amazing RN. So if you're an RN on here, my gosh, we need you. We love you. We adore you. We need the nurses standing in the gap, helping us fight for freedom, for health. We love you guys. The very best is yet to come. Thank you, Crystal. Thank you, Sherry McCants, for jumping out the boat. Thank you, Matt McCants, for doing all the flips. That was fun to watch. I have to post that stuff yet. Thank you, Nikki Brown and Sam Brown. We love you. We love that you love Jesus and love your children and love this business and that you won that free trip. And we believe the very, very, very best is yet to come. And we believe it starts with you. All right, you guys, have a great night. Have a blessed night. Talk to who invited you on here tonight. We'll talk to you soon. God bless. Thank you, everybody.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
I gotta